Sometimes as a gambler, you have to be sitting there just scratching your head going, what are these coaches thinking of? I mean, they're paid the big bucks and you're gambling on these games and you're wondering, what are they thinking of? Chris Jordan is certainly thinking of these things, and he benefited from one of these moronic moves, and it cost him money on the other. Now, on Sunday, he had the 8th ever 3,000-star triple-your-wager play of his career, and he improved to a perfect 8-0 with them as he scored with the San Diego Chargers absolutely destroying the Buffalo Bills. And that moronic move was Sean McDermott's play to go ahead and ice Tyrod Taylor, turn to Nathan Peterman. I mean, it's not like Peterman was a number 1 draft pick. What was he, a 5th-round draft pick from out of Pittsburgh? I don't get that move. You know, you probably didn't get that move. The rest of the NFL certainly didn't get that move. What, 3 interceptions in the first quarter, 5 interceptions in the game? Throwing a rookie to the Wolves, and in this case on the road, against the San Diego Chargers defense that has 2 outstanding pass rushers, it was a debacle. So go figure that move. Chris Jordan benefited from that. Of course, last night, then Chris comes back with a smaller play, a 2,000-star double-your-wager release. I think it was the 12th ever such play in the NFL of his 35-year career, and it's on the Seattle Seahawks. Now, you know how that game ended. Missed field goal. But that's really not the decisive factor. Okay, Blair Walsh doesn't have the leg that he once did. But really, that should have been a tie game if not for the fake field goal attempt at the end of the first half, which took 3 points off the board. Go figure, what was Pete Carroll thinking of? So, again, the gambling gods giveth and taketh, but was it the gambling gods or stupid moves by highly paid NFL coaches? But ultimately, in Chris Jordan's case, it comes down to this. He's still won 15 of the past 21 days. And in that stretch, that 21-day period, $1 bettors have only won $9,500. Yeah, it's a tough life. And over the past 362 days, those same $1 bettors have made $59,000. So I jokingly said about a week ago that if I had come to you 362 days ago and said, hey, listen, guys, buy a long-term package with Chris Jordan, and after the wins and after the losses and minus the big and minus that 1-year package, and let me just double check here. What does a 1-year, I don't know this stuff off the top of my head, sorry guys. What's a 1-year package with Chris Jordan cost? A 1-year package costs $1,995. So after all that, subtract the wins, the losses, and the VIG, subtract the cost, and we'll round it off to $2,000. And after all that, 362 days later, you made $57,000. It's not too bad. It's not a bad rate of return. Yeah, not too bad at all. I was kind of impressed because I was looking at some of my investments last night, and over the past, and you know, the market has been up and down. It's been kind of crazy here over the past 7-8 weeks. And I was looking at my one portfolio, and I've shown a 9.7% return, and I'm kind of aggressive. I go in and out. It's kind of like gambling to me. I use the same principles I do. I handicap everything, you know, the same way I handicap teams. I handicap stocks. I handicap mutual funds. I'm aggressive. I go in and out. I move the money around, and I've got like a 9.76 return on my investment over the past 7 weeks. I'm happy with that. You know, you'd always like a 15% return. You don't want a 4% return, almost a 10% return. I'm happy with that. I would be happy if I was a gambler taking a $57,000 return over the past 363 days as well. So anyway, Chris Jordan tonight has his first college basketball release of the season. The top-rated college hoops winner, number 9 out of 13. Last year, $1 bettors in college basketball made $14,450. It's on Tennessee Tech, New Mexico. Don't ask me a damn thing about that game because I don't know either one of these teams yet. And you can get it for over half price off by using coupon code Chris. Also going tonight in football, My favorite conference, Tommy Brunson, who last night improved to 2-0 with his top-rated 100-dime releases in college basketball as he scored with West Virginia by 29 over Long Beach State. You got that for over half price off. I think he's 3 for 3 in college basketball. They've all been double-digit blowout wins. You've gotten them all for over half price off. Tonight he has a top-rated 100-dime play in the MAC on Bowling Green in Eastern Michigan. You get it for over half price off by using coupon code Tommy. Also, one of tonight's 3 MAC games, and they're all double-digit lines. One of those games, Trace Adams, raised the bar, 1,500-star winner, number 20 out of 31. It's his MAC blowout of the year. I can tell you it's not the same game Tommy Brunson's on. You get it for over half price off by using coupon code TRACE. Now, let me give you my thoughts on the NBA tonight. There's only one game. Going back to this weekend, I'm still distraught. I don't celebrate the wins. I don't lament the losses, but I'm still pissed off because what a great week I had in the NFL. Carolina last Monday night gave it to you as a free pick winner. Thursday night gave you the Steelers free pick winner. Saturday had the 10th ever 30-dime college football release in my career. Memphis got the job done against SMU. Sunday, gave you free winners here on the video. Patriots, easy. Eagles, easy. Lions, told you to buy down the half point. They get the cover against Chicago. Then, what do? 30-dime play. Had one 2 weeks earlier with Dallas over Kansas City. This time, I'm looking at the Chiefs. I'm coming off the bye. I do all my research. So many guys here on the site were on Kansas City. Kansas City Stars Chiefs beat writer. He loves the Chiefs. Yeah, what did you know? Anything more than me? I'm still wondering. I'm wondering if they play that game 10 times, if the Chiefs still lose that game 9 out of 10 times, because they sucked. They sucked. That's all I can tell you. I mean, it was just, it was a mercy killing. But I'll tell you what, I'd rather lose that type of game than lose that type of game last night that Chris Jordan did with Seattle. Losing it at the very end, because I knew my money was gone on the Chiefs, at least on Sunday. So, it was one of those situations where, I won the 30-dimer, I lost the 30-dimer. I mean, you lose some vig, but, oh, man, it pissed me off. Anyway, I got some of that money back. I got the vig back, and I got some of your money back last night. The easy 15-dime winner with Philadelphia against Utah. I'm telling you, you look at this Utah Jazz team, 1-7 now. Yeah, 1-7 now straight up on the road. Without Rudy Gobert in the lineup, this is not a good team. No, Joe Johnson is still out. Rudy Gobert is out. You take the Jazz. Anytime they are playing a team that has a dominant center, which Joel Embiid was in the lineup last night, you take them on the road, especially against a team that likes to play up-tempo. They don't have that many offensive weapons. They don't have their big rebounder and shot blocker. It's a good go-against situation. That's why I used them as a top-rated 15-dime play. The Sixers last night against Utah. So tonight in the NBA, you have one game. Lakers are a 5.5-point favorite at home. They're coming off a 127-109 home rout of the Denver Nuggets on Sunday. They lost the first 2 home games of this homestand. They finish it up tonight against Philadelphia and Phoenix. It was only their second win in their last 7 games overall. The Bulls, meanwhile, opened their road trip with a 113-105 loss at Phoenix on Sunday. Listen, the Bulls are 1-6 in their last 7. They're 1-7 on the road this season. Look at the metrics for these two teams. The Lakers average 105.6 points a game. They average a little over 10 points more per game than Chicago. Defensive stats, the Lakers, even though they play out west, right, where the tempo is more of an accelerated pace, they only allow defensively 2.6 points more per game. And that really surprised me because, at the top of my head, before researching the game, I would have thought that the Lakers were a far worse defensive team than Chicago. Chicago, by nature, not playing out west, I thought were going to have much better defensive stats. Case in point, I was wrong there. So right there, you have a differential of only about 7.5 points. You have a line of 5.5 points with the team at home. You have to look at those metrics sometimes, and you look at the line, you look at the offensive and defensive point differential, look at the line, and sometimes that points you in the favor, the right direction. And to me, tonight, that is in the favorite. I like the way the Lakers are playing here, a little better at home. You know, they're getting contributions different nights from different guys. Julius Randle had the big game the other night. I think tonight, the contributions that Chicago has been getting from its front line will be neutralized from the Lakers' big men, namely Brook Lopez against his brother Robin, from Kyle Kuzma, from Julius Randle coming off the bench. And I think the Lakers just simply are a better offensive team, as we have seen Chicago struggle to put the ball in the hoop on a consistent basis. That and the fact that you have a cheap chalk playing at home against a team that's 1-7 straight up on the road. So the Lakers are going to be my complimentary play here for this Tuesday card. And that'll do it. And we'll be back on Wednesday.